Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book. You know what time it is. Talking to you guys about Justin Bieber's recent allegations where he's addressed and actually returned fire. Make sure you guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button for notification of the what uploads, baby. And for those of you returnees, you got the minerals. You got the minerals. That was off. You got the minerals. Hey, if you want to join the team as well, make sure you click on the subscribe button. And also as well, grab yourself a little t-shirt, grab yourself a little hoodie. You know what I'm saying? Minerals stands for the strength and the courage and the bravery to stand in the face of a storm. Now, guys, I'm talking to you guys about Justin Bieber. Now, you guys have probably seen quite a few videos that I've done where I've spoken about sexual violence, spoken about sexual assault, rape and consent, and spoken about the definitions and terms. Well, we're talking here about Justin Bieber's situation. If you guys don't know it, let me just read the statement that he recently put out as well. He recently put out a statement, every claim of sexual abuse should be taken very seriously, and this is why my response was needed. However, this story is factually impossible, and that is why I'll be working with Twitter authorities to take legal action. One of the things you must understand about the situation is that, I'm going to read the rest of his tweets, is that there was a girl called It's Not Candy, okay, who put out that she believes the woman Danielle, who first claimed to being sexually abused by Justin Bieber. And she said, obviously, like, if I believe Danielle, so she then put out her story, it's not candy. The problem is obviously the fact that if he debunks Danielle's case of being a lie, then It's Not Candy's case also becomes irreputable. Oftentimes when it comes to cases like this where it's sexual assault and sexual violence and rape, there's a need for more than one victim sometimes, because people fail to believe the victim, right? A lot of us have been conditioned to think about the victim being the person who's just trying to get money or trying to break the person's name, right? It's one of the most heinous crimes in the world, and there is a very low percentage, if not 2%, maybe even max 5, 6, 7% of claims that are false. That's, let's say, take 100, right? 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98 people out of that potentially would not be lying about their rape claim. So the fact that obviously he's having to address it, he said it's a very serious issue after talking to his girlfriend at the time, wife at the time, and talking to a few people around him, he's decided to address it. But not only address it, he's addressed it with receipts. Okay, so he goes on to say, I won't be using Mike Lowry anymore as an alias, as he posts his next post. On March 10th, Selena left for work and stayed at the Westin as the receipts clearly showed with my friends Nick and John before I left town. Once again, not at the Four Seasons. We booked it for a couple of days to stay for Def Jam show, but bailed on the 11th to head back. One of the problems, obviously, which is, he put the receipt there as well, but one of the problems with this particular thing that someone has said in conjunction to that is the fact that nobody's saying that he stayed at the Four Seasons per se, but was seen at the Four Seasons. Then there's this whole debacle about the fact whether he was at the Four Seasons hotel, or whether he was at the Four Seasons restaurant, or whether he was at a Four Seasons Chinese, which was about a few miles away from there, right? Now, there was a woman that was there that said she happened to kind of see Justin Bieber, or she heard, that was the correct wording, she heard that Justin Bieber was in the building at the Four Seasons. Now, the whole thing is that they didn't necessarily see Justin Bieber herself. She's heard that he's in the building. Now, one thing you must know about these particular situations, again, I'm not a person that believes on the perpetrator. I'm a person that believes on victim first. But if you come with receipts, I got to deal with the receipts. So obviously that was what was said. It's heard. Now, if you know anything about superstars, fans who are crazy will hear that they're in some place and go and camp there. There was a video I watched where they believed Justin Bieber was in a particular hotel. They said they believed him to be in there. They didn't know if he was in there. They believed.
Are starstruck.
We want Justin! We want Justin!
At the hotel where Justin Bieber is apparently staying.
You understand? And so what's important, again, is that we can't make a clear denouncement saying that he was definitely at the Four Seasons. Now, there was another video that was released about a lady called Allison, but she never said she was at the Four Seasons.
And when we got to Bangers, which is where Scooter's event was, and Austin is just so cool. All the people there are really nice, Cody Simpson, Rixton, Dan and Shane, Tori Kelly. And then he's like, oh, and I have some special guests too. I was like, okay, I'm looking forward to Bieber's coming out. And then he does, and everyone freaks out and he goes crazy and he starts singing Boyfriend. You get Justin talking when he dedicated Selena, saying, this next song goes out to my baby. She was there too. You can kind of see her in my video behind Nick Demora, which is Justin's choreographer. You'll see like a face and long dark hair, but that is Selena. I even noticed Selena go out. I didn't know if Selena was walking with Justin when I saw him. Like, I don't know, because if she didn't turn her head, or if I was just too focused on him, or maybe she snuck off early into the house and Justin went and got her before he went to the car. But I don't know. But they were together, and it was really cool to see them.
And someone took it as, oh, she's talking about the 4 seasons. No, she mentioned, and she had to address it in some tweets and some comments on an actual video where she said, on the day mentioned in the March 9th or whatever, she was at Bangers, yeah? Not at Four Seasons Hotel, where she saw Justin Bieber and Selena, right? So this was obviously now becoming a congested and heated, fact-finding situation where people are bringing different receipts, right? And so, like I said, the Allison one was they were trying to bring Allison up as almost like as a social media witness in the sense of the fact that she saw Justin Bieber at this place. There was another tweet by a young man at the same time on that day where he said, just seen Justin Bieber's yellow Lambo outside of Four Seasons. Now, here it is. The Four Seasons, again, in the picture he had a map on, it looks like it could be the hotel, okay? Now, as I said, the woman that was at the Four Seasons was in the restaurant in the hotel. Now, Justin Bieber's tweets talking about the Four Seasons, he doesn't necessarily say he never was staying at the Four Seasons. He doesn't necessarily say that he wasn't on the property at Four Seasons. He just said he never stayed at Four Seasons. But that's a bit of a stretch because the language that was used. I'm going to read on and we'll see what I'm saying. The pics I showed of me and Selena March 9th in Austin should make it clear that we were together that night and went from venue to our Airbnb and never went to the Four Seasons. This is our Airbnb receipt where we crashed with friends. Now here's the thing. Selena, we need you to talk. Selena, we need you to open your mouth. Selena, we need to know, was Justin Bieber in the Airbnb all night? We know that potentially he was there in the morning because he has someone has vouched for him. I think Mick Lloyd or whatever threw up a picture of him, Justin Bieber playing basketball in a group. But he said he visited on the morning of seeing Justin Bieber and Selena. Now here's the thing. There's a picture of Selena in New York at 7:37 a.m. on the 10th of March. So if Mick Lloyd came to see Justin Bieber at the Airbnb, what time did Selena leave? Now, do flights leave early? Potentially. But what time did you get there for Selena to leave and then go to New York? Bear in mind, obviously, look, Texas and, I mean, Austin, I don't know how far it is from New York. So it could potentially be possible, yeah? I don't know the distances. It's interstate anyway, so that's another kind of situation there, but he has someone who's alibi in there. And obviously, again, the person who tweeted, obviously, seeing his Lambo at the Four Seasons, we don't know if he was driving it himself, Justin Bieber. We just know that his Lambo was at the Four Seasons, which then, if he was driving Justin Bieber, would contradict the statement that he was at the Four Seasons per se, right? If he was saying he was never at the Four Seasons. He says, I also have confirmed with the Four Seasons regional manager that I was never on property on the 9th of March 2014 and never a guest on the 9th or the 10th, and I welcome all press to inquire with them if they needed or warranted. Now, that's where the issue comes, the wording, yeah? Because if you're saying directly, yeah, that you were never on the property, then the guy's tweet where he sees you and he's got a picture of the yellow Lambo outside of the Four Seasons, were you there or not? Or was someone driving else your Lambo? Can we also confirm the license plate? Because I don't know if the license plate is Justin Bieber's, all right? A particular tweet by there were some pictures put on there by Baldwin's Truth Posts where he says, obviously, thank you for the offer. I cannot accept it. Unfortunately, it's me against his team. I have two witnesses from the night in case his team decides to take legal measures. From what I am gathering, his team is currently investing into offering money to Four Seasons to deny the allegations. It's PO you against the team. I can something help that you truly something, lawyers' money and everything. We can give you security as well, Danielle. Thank you. I'm waiting on their statement in order to move forward. So apparently there was a conversation with Danielle and the team, right? And their team. Then Austin Hotel, you know, we've got another particular thing there. There was a forwarded email, all right? And then people obviously then, you know, posted up, obviously, the fact that Justin Bieber made a statement some time back where he actually put, you know, he was at 19, you know, he was on, at the time he said, I started doing petty heavy drugs at 19 and abused all my relationships. I became resentful, disrespectful to women and angry. I became distant to everyone who loved me. I was hiding behind the shell of person that I've become. I felt like I could never turn it around. It's taken me years to bounce back from all these terrible decisions, fix broken relationships and change relationship habits. Luckily, God blessed me with extraordinary people who love me, right? And what they've highlighted is I started doing heavy drugs at 19 and abused all of my relationships. Now, obviously, the way he's using abuse, obviously he's talking about the fact that he took advantage, right? Because that's also abuse as well. So I don't know if he, and some people said obviously that this is a sign saying that he's already telling you guys he's an abuser. It doesn't mean necessarily that. Do you know what I mean? Again, I'm not trying to make victim blame either. I'm only merely stating the fact that some of the evidence is circumstantial at the moment, right? And that's not for the victim to prove, but rather saying that obviously there's a lot of things, there's both sides, because he's obviously bringing receipts. You know, he's bringing receipts himself. He's not just saying, oh, I didn't do it, like some other people have been saying. But he's bringing receipts. Therefore, we have to take what he's saying seriously. I said, obviously, letting up to. Furthermore, I stayed with Selena and friends at Airbnb on the 9th and on the 10th. Stayed at Weston because our hotel reservation at La Quinta, not the Four Seasons, was messed up. Here are the receipts for the hotel on the 10th. So it gives us a snapshot of saying here, we went to La Quinta where our res was originally at and rooms were paid for and we had to share rooms with the Four Seasons. Now, you can hold a reserve at La Quinta, at the Weston and still have a room reserved at the Four Seasons. But the thing is, he said that Four Seasons have said he was never on the property and he never stayed there. So therefore, that would kill it off. But obviously, like people are saying, he could potentially pay off these people so that they wouldn't know necessarily, right? Which would make it very, very, very difficult to find out. Because obviously people got money, know the thing. He says, obviously, however, I never stayed at the Four Seasons on the 9th or the 10th. This person put another tweet up earlier saying they saw me at a restaurant the following night, not the hotel. So they said, obviously, look, hi, I'm not sure what is this all about and why I'm being tagged, but I was in the Four Seasons restaurant. Don't add me. This is Erin Lynch. I said to you that she said she was at the Four Seasons restaurant. Now, someone said that the Four Seasons restaurant is in the hotel. Yeah? The Four Seasons situation is in the hotel. So it would make it seem like that although he's saying that that the Four Seasons was a restaurant, as woman said, there's one Four Seasons restaurant, it seems to be in the hotel, which means he was at the property. You understand? That's just me saying it. Unless he was at the Chinese property, which was a little bit further away. But we don't know for 100% because I don't think the girl clarified whether she was in the Four Seasons in the actual hotel. We never get that response just yet. And then obviously there's a quote by Scott Kidder who says, walking into the Four Seasons, a gaggle of preteens inform us they're waiting for Justin Bieber, who they say is inside. And this was done on the 3rd of the 11th, 14th. So this was on the 11th, okay? Now remember, Justin Bieber done already said that, however, I never stayed at the Four Seasons on the 9th or the 10th. But bearing in mind, okay, this tweet was on the 11th. Oh, sorry, yeah, the 11th of the 3rd, 14. So this was on the 11th, right? Not on the 10th, all right? And then obviously it said obviously it was a hotel SXSW is focused around downtown Austin, not around Chinese restaurants. What is your interest here, right? And obviously because Justin Herman at Four Seasons Hotel Austin said that he saw that yellow Lambo is Justin Bieber's, okay? So it seems like Justin Bieber would be at the Four Seasons, but not on the 9th and the 10th again. So necessarily he would have been at Four Seasons, just like the tweet had said, but not on the 10th. And in fact, that matches what Justin Herman said because he tweeted a tweet at March on the 11th. Okay? So this is clearly showing us at the moment, like it can't be possibly true. Okay? There's also a Wattpad by beautifully _broken who wrote raped by Justin Bieber. And so a fan had obviously done a creative piece where they'd said obviously how they got raped a written piece on the particular situation. So not necessarily it was a factual piece, but something that looked like it was creatively written. It looks like. If that's the case, then potentially, again, this kind of just shows that fact that people can take certain things and really make it on their own. I'm not saying again he's true, but so far the things are matching up for me right now. And then obviously another tweet, obviously by the same woman that was saying that she saw about Justin Bieber at the restaurant, was saying that never thought I'd tweet about this, but hey, why not at Justin Bieber is at the Four Seasons Austin. Okay, again, she then obviously clarifies and says, obviously, I'm not sure about all of this and why I'm being tagged, but I was in a Four Seasons restaurant, don't at me. You know, so potentially this person could have been, again, people could have been saying that she got paid to say these things to change her story in 2020 because she tweets this on the 21st of the 6th, saying that she clarified her statement, saying that no, it was actually a restaurant, don't at me. But I don't know, if the restaurant's in the building, what difference does it make? He was on the building property. Then obviously Justin Bieber's actual manager also got involved, where she said obviously first of all, I have to say that an allegation like this is something we would never take lightly, but this read exactly like the Ansel Elgort allegation, so we were a little bit suspicious. Needless to say, we needed to make sure we had our facts here to respond. After the event on the March 9th, Justin stayed at an Airbnb where I was also staying. And any hotel reservation he had in Austin didn't begin until the following night, which had been March the 10th, which he saw the receipts for. And was at the Westin, not the Four Seasons. So this is factually impossible. I'm sorry it took so long to respond, but we wanted to be respectful and address it with real info. Obviously that she saw Justin Bieber on the restaurant in Four Seasons. She actually tweeted that on the 10th of March, not on the 9th, and the rape obviously happened on the 9th, okay? And that was at the Four Seasons, okay? And she then obviously again Eric Lynch then obviously said as well, look, she cleared it up on the next few days and said obviously, look, I was at a restaurant, etc. Right? But this was only changed after Justin Bieber had quote tweeted her particular tweet, right? Because people were then coming at her to say obviously blah 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 blah. Okay. Now what the question is whether there was two different places. There's a couple of places in the Four Seasons at the Austin. One of them is a 1-star or 2-star Chinese restaurant apparently. And so people are saying that why would Justin be at that restaurant? Now again, the question would be, if he was at that Chinese restaurant, we have to get proof. Where's the video footage? You know what I'm saying? They're going to bring that all out. Do you understand? Because they're going to bring all of that out to prove the point whether he was really there or not. Now, if he was at the Four Seasons in the restaurant, in the hotel, which we don't know 100% of because no one's clarified it as of yet, then we've got to make sure we see. If it's inside a hotel, then we've got to ask Justin some more questions. You said that you were at the Four Seasons and you seemingly looked like you were agreeing with the fact that you were in a restaurant. Where in the restaurant? Where's the restaurant? Was it in the hotel? What were you doing at the hotel then? Right, do you know what I mean? Because you never stepped on the property till you said on the 9th and the 10th, you never stepped on the property. So what were you doing? You know what I mean? Like at what time? Because she's tweeting on the 10th that she saw you at Four Seasons. Do you get me? Other things obviously said, here's an article that shows we didn't arrive in Austin that night from Selena's show in Houston until late in the night. So there was actually a video that was taken that said that when he left the Bangers, he left around about 2 a.m. Okay, so which then would be quite late if he was leaving, and he left with Selena. So we have to ask ourselves, at what point did he leave March 9th? At what point did he leave? And there's pictures of it. Someone's got a picture as well of March 9th at 8 o'clock, him walking with Selena. 8 o'clock on the 10th. It says here, it looks like 8 o'clock 10th. Is that what it's saying? Probably wrong timing. But it's on the 10th of March when he sees them. And obviously then there's a video of him. Yeah, there's a lot of different nuances. I mean, I want to piece some more of it together and bring it to you guys a bit more constructed. But at the moment, he has come with a few receipts that are contradicting to what the Daniel girl has said. If he was never on the property, then we're going to find struggle to prove that he was there. You know, so it's, again, like I said, we always believe the victims, but if someone's got receipts to say that, hey, I didn't do this, like, we also have to listen to that and take that on board as well. So yeah, it's interesting. Again, like I said, it hinges on the fact whether he was at the actual 4 seasons. If he was there, he said he was with Selena. Where is Selena? Was Selena, we need you to prove it. Were you with him all night? Were you with him all night long like Lionel Richie, or were you elsewhere? That's the question we need to ask, because the person said obviously Selena was coming up, but the girl, obviously Candy's story anyway, was like Selena was coming up, she wasn't necessarily with him. So we have to ask that question, whether, you know, that Selena was there. Will Selena talk? We don't know. We'll have to ask her in the time due. Anyway, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, click on that bell button for notification of the uploads. I appreciate you guys. Stay locked, stay loaded. Again, we stand strong with victims, but when the receipts are strong, we got to also listen to that as well. Appreciate you guys. Stay locked, stay loaded. More love.